Well, you fat fuck.
I'm not fat, okay? I try very hard to keep this figure.
You lifted your shirt up before your fucking pudgy ass.
Hey, you know what? Not everybody can have abs.
John, I'm
No,
not saying
okay.
have abs. I'm just saying.
All right,
take
maybe
care
I've
of
been
yourself.
slacking lately. Maybe
You're
I've been
a prick.
slacking lately. I've been slacking a little bit, but hey, I still.
Slacking on what? What do you? What the fuck? What cardio? I'm sorry. How many miles did you use to run?
I almost got asked for the track team. I just didn't want to.
When? When you
In
were
high school.
11? In high school?
Yeah, that fucking
When we were
weird dyke
When?
fucking
I
shit.
never saw you run. Weird dyke check.
You never had gym with me.
Are you talking about Miss Patrick?
No, the other one. The other one.
There were two lesbian gym teachers?
No, I don't know what she was, but she definitely looked brolic as hell. She looked like a man.
Oh, the one that actually looked like she probably should be have been a lesbian.
Yeah.
She had she had two names because she's a whore. She likes to Donkey Kong on cocks.
Bro, that bitch wanted me to run for the track team. Yo, the nurse had to touch my nuts. This shit, it was weird.
Yeah, the nurse touched my nuts. So, for the soccer thing.
Yeah, I was just like, yeah, this bitch just
What the
touched
fuck
my
did
nuts.
you? I've never even really seen you run, sprint run.
I'm kind of athletic, dude. I mean, to do all that dancing at these shows, you have to have some type of athleticism, you know? I take my dancing seriously. At the shows.
Well, I have a dislocated knee, so it doesn't matter. So I'll just eat these M&Ms.
And your Orville Redenbacher popcorn.
I did know that was a gift from my girlfriend.
What about
So
Redenbacher?
all those
Popcorn?
popcorn and M&Ms.
Your popcorn and M&Ms, yeah, you should melt those M&Ms and put it on the popcorn.
Absolutely not.
Oh, because of peanut. Yeah, you get the chocolate ones.
Well, no, not even. Even if we use the chocolate ones, man, that would still be fucking stupid. Chocolate, kettle corn. That's what you make. You make kettle corn.
You can make all types of shit
No,
with
you
popcorn.
don't make. No
I've
fucking
delivered to this lady.
I don't care about the ladies. I don't.
I'm trying to tell you a story here, and you're
Okay,
interrupting.
no, okay, fine. Oh, go ahead.
All right,
By
yeah,
all
let me
means.
finish the fucking
Drink
story.
your drink
I'm trying to
that
drink
I
the drink,
paid
but
for.
you're fucking making me upset.
You're still at
You're
the
making
neck.
me upset.
You're still at the neck.
You're making me upset.
You're still at the neck.
Who the fuck cares, bro? This beer tastes like ass anyway.
Don't you disrespect the beer. That is beer. It was made to be brewed, you son of a bitch.
It's made to taste like this.
Okay, well, your story.
Alright, so I've delivered. Yo, watch out with that knife.
Oh, no, I'm sorry. I got a better one.
You got an even bigger one. I'm getting all the way over here.
Fucking ass. Oh, watch out with that. Watch out with that.
You always gotta prove a point. That's wrong with you white people.
Racism. We're bringing bigotry in here. Okay, we might actually have we might have a slightly bigger problem.
What's up?
I think my machete is missing.
Alright, so yeah, I was delivered to this lady. Her name's DeFurier. And her daughter Michelle makes this popcorn. She makes like red velvet popcorn,
Alright, well, either way.
chocolate popcorn. This shit's amazing, bro. She makes these hot chocolates.
What the hell does she do? But how does she prepare?
Made some stuffed cabbage. I was
there is
bagging
a
for me.
smaller knife.
I thought you were bringing out a bigger one.
Well, I don't know if you listen to my concern.
You don't know where it is.
I don't know where it is.
I heard your concern. I heard what the fuck you said.
Well,
okay?
then I don't
Did you
know
not
why
see-
you're
I
asking.
heard what he said, that he's concerned that he can't find his machete. And we're going to find it. Later. I guarantee it.
Dick's Sporting Goods.
Big Sporting Goods.
We're not.
We're the dicks.
Dick's Sporting Goods.
Be hanging from the ceiling. With the balls of your...
They should have like a big. There's no reason why they shouldn't have a huge just cock and balls. Display.
You know that name was so deliberately supposed to be like, yeah, this is for men. Because we have dicks. You can buy manly things.
Who bought out Denver? Who bought out Denver Stadium?
Denver what?
Denver Broncos Stadium.
I don't fucking know. I don't even like football.
I was well. I
I used to go to fucking Red Bulls games.
You
Yeah, I
know
was-
Red Bull?
Yeah.
We had this conversation before.
On the podcast?
Yes. We've probably remembered because we both used to always go, and then it was just like, oh, you never went.
Yes,
Yeah. Yeah, because you fucking weirdos were doing that shit, and I'm just sitting in the stand.
I didn't even want to do that. I went once with them, and I wanted to watch the game. But no, they're like, yo, you have to come and sing. You have to come and sing. I was like, I don't want to fucking come and sing.
You want some M&Ms?
I'll take some M&Ms, yes. You know, Anthony offended me earlier today. He said that I'm not a good friend.
Fuck? What are you doing? When did I say that? I'm fucking... Give me one back so I can throw it at you. Piece of shit. I didn't say that. Fuck.
You didn't even notice my new tattoo. I got that.
That. I did notice it, actually.
I drew that. That's my thing. I like that. I drew it on a notebook. And I cut it out. I got a tattoo.
Some tattoos are for you.
Some dude on wild card named Justin Zachart. He's a good artist. Good, very solid. Very good here. Open to ideas.
I mean, he's a tattoo artist. He should be open to fucking ideas.
There are some that are very... They're assholes.
Makes sense.
I will not mention names, but I used to go to this one guy. Pretentious. You look kind of like you. I'm just
He
joking.
doesn't look like me. Nobody looks like me.
Like Forsyth?
Yep.
Like Forsyth over here? So you were talking about the new Resident Evil game.
The one that came out on...
That came out, yeah. That came out. It's stuff in a beer too. It came out.
I don't know what
that means open in Spanish. I'm stupid smart.
So basically, on the date of today, it was probably 5 days ago. It's been out. It's a remake of Resident Evil 2.
Okay.
That was, I'm pretty sure, I want to say like 98. I want to say like it was probably made in 99, 98.
So it's the same thing but remastered?
It's essentially the same game, but it's not in a different direction, almost like in a different lighting. Because it's like, I don't know if you, I don't know if you're familiar with like Resident Evil. I almost said Red Dead Redemption.
I play certain games here and there.
Well, basically, people like Manny who don't know dick about it, in the older games,
They don't know dick about it. You
it
fucking
was very. I am a nerd.
Nerd.
Fuck yourself. You know?
Nerd.
When you're doing that, I will time it, and I'm just gonna flick your tongue. There's like, and it's gonna hurt because I'm gonna get right on the cuticle.
Why you gotta hurt me?
Well, I'm not like beating you. I'm just like fucking with
Oh, my tongue. I need that to eat and taste things. You dirty ass.
you. Have my dirty fingers. My nails are a little. I should actually clean my nails, but I do wash my hands. You savage.
My hands are. I cleaned today. I got Phoenix.
Well, yeah, we both have jobs. We're not necessarily getting manicures and shit during the day.
Yeah.
What the fuck were we just talking about? In the older games, right? With your taped up I will not get over that. I need to find that stupid camera. Older games, it was very a lot of people use the term tank controls. You basically have to, you move forward, and if you want to go right, you have to turn your character to the right and then go forward.
Okay.
Now, in later games, as far as like...
It's like D-pad shit, right? Just didn't have any...
Basically, like, you're not, like... You can't turn and run at the same time. You kind of gotta run. You can. That is not necessarily true. Because you can run and turn at the same time, but it is, like, forward, turn, forward, turn, like...
It's annoying.
Yeah. It takes getting used to. It's not bad in any way. I don't know. I actually like that they did it different. Because, starting with, like, Resident Evil 4 came out on the GameCube, they kind of basically changed the tone. It's more of, like, an over-the-shoulder view. There were no fixed camera angles in the game. And it was a little bit more... Resident Evil 4 was not that scary. But, like, the Resident Evil 2 remake, they basically brought in... I want to say the Resident Evil 4... Not even. Because it's all different.
Yeah.
You know what it reminds me of? It reminds me of Silent Hill. They just went a completely different way. Now, they stay true to the storyline to an extent. I mean, to a decent extent. They're pretty accurate with most of what goes on. But then again, it's not like I played the original game. You want some more of it?
Yeah, I'll take some more.
No, I played the original game like fucking last week. And I didn't even finish the original game. It's not like I watch them play. I didn't do the fucking research because I don't need to. I don't care about it. But it's basically just like completely, it's just, I don't know, we're completely different. Did you know that the prior, well, this isn't actually a sequel, it's a remake. I was very frightened because I heard that they were going and that they weren't going to use like the traditional tank control. Like, no, we're doing something different. I was praying to God it was not going to be like Resident Evil 7, which came out like, I believe last year, maybe 2 years ago. Resident Evil 7, which I liked it. I think it is a good game. I do not think it should be called Resident Evil. I don't think they should have, like, that should have been its own thing.
It should be called Silent Evil.
No, it should not.
Resident Hill.
it should, no, it's not a crossover. I think Resident Evil 7 Biohazard should have not been a Resident Evil game. Capcom could have fucking made it. Just make it, I don't know. Yo, it felt more like Texas Chainsaw Massacre.
Okay.
They had the weird, crazy ass cannibal family, and
they like to eat dick and pussy.
And there was
and booty holes too.
I don't recall a scene from. I did not complete that game actually.
No, I was talking about the Sawyer family.
Oh, the Sawyer family, yeah. They're
can't even
filthy. They're a filthy bunch.
Didn't they have a part in Halloween where the daughter falls, like the granddaughter falls, a new one. The granddaughter falls and they're doing all these weird panning motions. And she's like in the backyard where she shoots mannequins.
I don't explain because I don't remember that scene.
It's towards the end of the movie. She's running through the forest to try to get to the grandmother's house.
That's after her friend got killed in the neighbor's backyard. That's when she first sees Michael.
Yeah.
And then she turns around. She's trying to get to Laurie's house.
And they do that. She's like looking around, and there's just different mannequins got shot up and shit, looking all scary. You know they stole that from Texas Chainsaw Massacre. If you remember the scene, you...
Oh, but that's when she was in her backyard, though.
Yeah. You don't remember she falls, and she's looking around, it's like, mannequin, shot.
Yeah, I guess.
They took that from when the girl fell in the bones.
Skull and Bones, and she's looking around, she sees all the weird ass sculptures and shit like that, and that fucking chest lamp, which was awesome.
Yeah. You know there's a guy that really did that? People?
There were only a few fake bones that were actually on set. There was only a couple that were fake. Even the human ones. Like most of 99% of the human bones were real.
How'd they get a hold of that?
I forgot.
Cadavers?
What the fuck are cadavers?
Dead bodies?
Well, I hope they didn't run into children's homes in the middle of the night like, we're gonna use you as props, start training them.
Who knows, bro? That movie... Ed Gein did that shit, though, bro. He was a grave robber.
Yeah, but I don't think the producers were grave robbers. I think they were movie producers.
How do you know?
No, because there was some weird thing that during that time, it was somewhat legal
to get stuff like that.
I don't know.
We're doing a movie with this. Oh, carry on. You can have all the dead bodies and fucking bones and fucking...
There's some fucking Irish guy that does it. Not Irish guy that does the dead bodies.
He fucked the dead bodies like a necrophiliac. A necrophiliac.
I mean, you could always... comes up with a song for necrophilia. It's just horrendous, let me tell you.
Comes up from behind and he stabs you in the back. He fucks you in the ass.
Why would you stab somebody and then rape them?
Because it hurts twice as much, I guess.
Oh my god.
What?
Because it hurts twice as much, you said. It's horrendous. It's just horrific.
Don't say anybody actually did that. Jesus. It's a fucking joke. Nah, so what? So I'm a sick fuck. What are you gonna do about it? Try to not make me a sick fuck? I don't want to hurt anybody. Jesus Christ. But I did listen to a lot of death metal growing up. You know, a lot of like, you know, fucking... Yo, did you ever hear the titles of some of Cannibal Corpse's songs?
Yeah, they were pretty fucking ridiculous.
You know, aside from like I Come Blood and Hammer Smashed Face, you know, they have like, you know, ripping from a virgin's cunt, like, they have all types of mayhem, necrolust. You know, even if you go Crowbar, who I'm pretty sure is like, has Christian undertones, even though their lyrics are pretty deep, like, you know, heavy metal just makes you kind of like, you know, you get used to just hearing about shit like that. Then you go to the shows, you go to hardcore shows, you meet all types of fucking weird fucks. Then you meet a lot of pretentious assholes too, but you meet like a lot of, you know, bizarre individuals. Like I used to know this guy named Pablo, and he rode train across the country. And he became a heroin addict, riding train from New Jersey all the way out to the Midwest, California, Texas, and all the way back around again. By hopping train and being a fucking freight rider.
Freight rider?
Yeah. You run. Have the fucking open car, you get in like some fucking movie shit. You ever seen that shit?
In cartoon? No.
People do that. It's a real thing, and I knew a guy that did this. I knew a few people that did that.
That's cool.
There's a lot of interesting characters out there, you know. Pablo's definitely an interesting person himself. He was from Amboy, and he was like a white kid, but he was Puerto Rican.
Now explain to me how he was a white kid, but he was
White skin, Puerto Rican, you know, background. Like my cousin Bobby. You never met Bobby, huh? You met Bobby?
I do not know.
Bobby's light skinned as fuck, but he's Puerto Rican. He has blue eyes, blonde hair. Puerto Rican, though. Because you have to remember, Puerto Ricans have 3 different types of blood in there. You got indigenous blood, European blood, and African blood. So we can come out a number of different colors.
What would indigenous blood be?
The Caribbean island natives that they killed. The Taino Indians.
Yeah, because I was there.
Did you not pay attention in any? You don't watch History Channel? And you don't.
I don't have cable, asshole.
Oh, I'm sorry.
I don't have any channel. I don't watch any of the channels. You don't
go researching about this? I do. I did a lot of research about it.
Bro, I'm not sitting at my desk and just looking about, like, how immigration, like, not immigration, but just what you're talking about.
I do that kind of shit.
Also, I wouldn't want to be sitting there for 5 minutes, like, how do I word to get the results that I want? Like, how do I say this? Yada, yada, yada. See, I already forgot. No, now I remember what you were talking to me about.
What was that? What was it talking about?
About your cousin who had blonde hair, blue eyes.
Yeah. And then I look like this, you know, I look like a...
I was asking you about what the fuck is indigenous, and then something about kidnapping and killing Caribbeans.
I look kind of like in the middle of like indigenous and European.
So are Puerto Ricans indigenous people?
Puerto Ricans are a byproduct.
Because all I know are that indigenous people
and murder.
Okay, so what? So all right, still, see, I've gotten 2 answers with the same question that I've asked, and I'm still gonna have to ask you the same. What the fuck are no, dickhead, indigenous people? What is indigenous?
Oh my God, the Native Americans were indigenous people. People that are of native descent.
So define indigenous.
I guess, yeah, you know...
Because I don't know what
we would have indigenous blood, so we'd be technically considered a type of indigenous people, maybe. But we're in the Latino community. A lot of people in the Latino community have that. Aside from Argentinians and Spaniards, they're more on the European end of things. They're kind of the reason why all this shit happened. Because they had to come here and be the way they were and rape and kill Indians. And also take along these African American slaves. Or not, well, the African slaves, and then they became African American. And some of them don't even consider themselves that. Some of them are like, yo, we niggas. We ain't African American, we just straight niggas, bro. The other's like, yes, I am an African American person. I have respect.
I literally just say this black guy.
The nigga, the black dude.
Black dude, what is that?
I ain't black, nigga, I'm brown. This ain't black. You're darker than me. Might as well be black.
Why don't you tell me your name so I can be like, yo, Jamil.
Jamil. Jamil's the name he comes up with.
Well, I had a black friend named Jamil.
Oh.
Or I could have been like, hey, Andre, because I had a black friend named Andre.
I had a friend named Trey.
I don't recall if I met him. No, I actually did meet a black gentleman named Trey.
Was it with Bongi?
No, it was down at my friend's house.
Oh. Bongi remembers you. Every time I go to your house, he says, how's your white friend?
I like Pongi. I think he's a cool guy.
And the nigga's still in Arizona. He ain't coming back.
He probably shouldn't. If it's safe for him over there, he should stay there. Shouldn't come here if it's dangerous for him.
Cheaper too, apparently. Cheaper living.
I mean, almost anywhere is fucking cheap and.
I don't fucking understand why we're still here.
Because nobody can afford to move because we're too busy paying for this fucking stupid house.
That's fucking funny, yo. It's so true.
Fucking dude, I want to touch it. Now I'm just like...
It's empty anyway. There's no tea in there.
I don't give a fuck.
There's no tea for you.
Do you only put your weird Szechuan tea in there?
Yeah.
That's only your...
They say the Scythians did it themselves. They say they used to put pounds of
Scythians. That sounds like some Star Wars shit.
There was a race of people called the Scythians in the ancient times, and they used to trade it with the people, and the people would use it in their wines and their anointing oils and religious practices. The Scythians used to put it in a tent upon cold pounds of it and just inhale it.
How have we not murdered each other?
What are you talking about?
What the... But where did that go? Where did that come from?
From my useless knowledge that I have of nothingness. I guess.
Useless knowledge. That's a shame.
It's not useless. Where can I get a major in college for talking about this shit?
I'm sure you can.
I'll find out. And when I get the money to go to school, or financial aid, I gotta fill out all that paperwork. Oh God, I hated that.
But then wouldn't your major be useless?
I don't know. Who the fuck knows, man? Why do you think I haven't bothered to do that shit again? Went to Middlesex and was like, this is ass. Fuck this.
Well, the thing is that you get the major for the job, but you're almost 30, spending all this time studying and doing all this shit for it. Maybe not almost 30, I don't know. You're not going to be almost 30, I guess. If you go door to door from, like, high school to college, then you'll graduate at, like, 22.
I don't think much about it, sir. What the fuck's it gonna do me? I hated school. I didn't even like going to school when I was a kid. When I graduated, I cried because I was just like, yo, I gotta deal with the real world now. Because I don't even know what the fuck I'm gonna do. I was like, shit, I'm graduating. This is over.
I was perfectly okay with graduating.
Because you didn't give a fuck, yo.
And what? Oh, and you did so much?
I did a little. I thought about that.
So full of shit.
I thought about the stuff that was gonna happen to me after school. I'm like, damn, dude, am I gonna go to school? Am I gonna get a job? What the fuck am I gonna do with this music shit? Is this city
Well, yeah,
worth
no,
it?
everybody has those thoughts, but if I don't have to go to school all fucking day, hey, guess what? I could definitely get a job. I graduated high school. I could totally get a job.
Yeah, you're good. You got the diploma. That's what helps.
Good. Not even that. It's just you just don't fucking. Just don't fucking. You're not occupied with the time you have free time. You graduate high school. There you go. Go get a job now.
You know, I was having this conversation with a friend of ours the other day. And I said a job is an occupation. It's not a passion. You know what I'm saying?
That's well, yeah. No, I thought that was like the definition of occupation, like technically a job.
Yeah, it's just something to occupy your time, make a living, and a survival. But it's not really something that I like. You know, I don't want to work. If I could sit at home,
I think people that thoroughly enjoy their jobs are either
fucking the
people
same.
that are in. I mean, if you have a job like
that you enjoy,
listen,
that's
there
different.
There could be if you have a job that you genuinely enjoy because it's something you're passionate about. Like if
That's
you love,
different. Your passion is your
if
job.
you love being a hairdresser,
then you're good.
If you love being a teacher,
then you accomplished your goal.
You're kind of weird, but go ahead.
But I guess essentially, but if you like working at McDonald's, you're fucking crazy. If I've never met anybody that likes working at McDonald's.
If you like food service, I think you're crazy. If you like it, like if you are, I love service. Like if you acknowledge that you are good at it, you were just like, I can make money off of this. Like I'm good at doing it. Don't tell me you fucking like it. Don't even tell me that shit is. I have never even been a waiter, and it looks like hell.
Dude,
it looks like hell. I've been in a restaurant and it's like
it's so not worth it.
All the 9 times in my entire life I've been in a restaurant. I've been at a restaurant and it was popping. I've seen my entire meal. I had this one waitress. Very nice, accurate as shit. Just I don't want to do anything. This whole time, like I think she's serving like 10 different tables of people, and she does not. All you just see is this blonde ponytail, just 5'9" ponytail.
Poor lady. And no one appreciates her.
I mean, I don't know. She was a young Swedish girl that was here, just working a fuck. That is the weird thing. She didn't sound like that. She sounded perfectly fine. She didn't really have an accent.
What do you want?
It was very subtle, her accent.
Do you want a pancake?
That's not what the fuck she said. I don't even think that is not what they sound like. That's more like Croatia, like Russian.
Hergenurgen. That was very calming. Thank you.
I don't know what type of reaction that was literally the exact opposite reaction. I was literally just waiting for Anthony, why the fuck is he was just a smile, just like, oh, it's good. Thank you, I appreciate that. I'm glad I could help. I'm glad I could help.
Yo, let me tell you about my manager at my job, dude. This guy cares about the shit that has to happen because of this other fucking guy. He's like our DM. The dude fucking drives this dude nuts. I don't know why the guy hasn't fucking decided to just shoot up Rent a Center or blow it up.
Well, I mean, hopefully, that would be tragic.
Fuck that fucking place, dude. Fuck that company.
What if you're working, dumbass, and he's shooting the place up?
I guess, that was my stupidity. Getting a job at Rent a Center. You know what? At least I have a job. I was also having this conversation.
That you get shot at?
No, I never said I got shot there.
But if you're getting shot,
I don't think you will.
While you're at work, like, at least you got a job, right? Bleeding out on the fucking floor. Hey, at least I'm employed. I'm bleeding out. I'm at work.
The ambulance is gonna come any minute now.
I'll be fine. I'll get workers'
23 minutes later, where the fuck is the ambulance? The blood, just pool of blood.
This is cold.
The guys get in there. It's like, is he breathing? He's an organ donor. Forget it. Just take him to the fucking morgue. I'm still alive. Take me to the hospital. You're an organ donor.
That's why you make sure don't ever sign up to be an organ donor.
I might get a new ID because I'm an organ donor.
Now, how does that organ donor? Do you have to
just agree to it?
I'm pretty sure I told them no. I was like, no, I'm not working. Do you want some? What are you trying to buy Cooper your way in there?
I was just looking at it. I don't want any of that.
No, have a piece of kettle corn.
I don't like that kind of.
Have a piece of kettle corn. Have a piece of kettle corn. Fucking look at how much of that.
I like regular popcorn.
Got it.
Salty popcorn.
Good, this is sweet and salty, bitch. Delicious. Yeah. Out.
It's delicious.
Out.
Move your glass or I'll break that one too, just like the other one.
I didn't know this from a Bud Light glass, even though I don't like Bud Light.
Dude, that one's nice and sturdy. Let's just put that back there.
Where would it say if I'm an organ donor?
Did you agree to it? You're not an organ donor. It doesn't say it on your license.
So they must save me. Because I didn't say I'm not an organ receiver. You can give me an organ. Yo, it says my eyes are hazel.
Look at the way you look at your picture. You look so disenchanted.
What made you think of that exact word?
You're just like, I don't even give a fuck.
You look
I
so
don't want to be here. My nigga put a gun to my fucking neck.
I really was not beat for going there.
I remember when I had to take my driver's test.
Oh, it was a pain in the ass.
And having to, like,
driver's test and
back up and all that bullshit and learn how to K-turn. My thing is, I forgot to take off the emergency brake, and I stopped too far behind the stop signs. But I still stopped.
You forgot to take off the emergency brake.
And I still got my license.
Hold on, why did you have the emergency brake? Why were you touching the emergency brake?
You told me, I don't know. Something I had to do something with it.
I don't know.
Park uphill or something.
I don't, well, actually, to be honest with you.
I had two shitty teachers to teach me how to drive. Okay, so first guy was this Dominican guy. He was an asshole. He took me on 440 like the first day of class.
I don't remember.
He's like, go faster, lefter, go lefter,
Go lefter? Go lefter?
more lefter.
I would hate that man.
Quicker. He was a piece of shit.
I would despise him.
I did. And then I got another teacher. He was a Puerto Rican guy. Really good dude.
Oh, yeah?
So I'm just telling you. Fuck those Dominican motherfuckers, bro. No offense. There's some good Dominicans, but there's also a good handful of just assholes, and he was one of them. So, just like there's bad Puerto Ricans. So, don't get too offended. But fuck that guy. Whatever the fuck his name is. He'll suck a dick.
What do you think about people from Honduras?
I haven't really met too many people. They all look kind of Mexican.
They all look Mexican.
They all look indigenous.
What is TikTok? What is this? What is this? What is that? Oh, in my phone.
Like, I don't know.
It's TikTok. What the fuck is TikTok? What is TikTok?
Sounds like some fucking fag shit.
But I don't understand. It's constantly advertised. Oh, just TikTok. And it's just people in
You know
videos
what I think?
just doing.
Punk rock, bro. Punk rock.
Is that what TikTok literally is? Is just people
No, it's not.
that
You should have been to a hardcore show ages ago, my friend. I think you can use it.
I don't think I would have liked it.
You said you didn't like the music, but you said you like Cannibal Corpse. You still listen to Cannibal Corpse?
On occasion, yes, I would like it. Yeah. Well, what is I mean, you're talking about that hardcore shit, or are you talking about like death metal?
Oh, it's all basically the same thing now. Like, if you go to a hardcore show, you'll catch a band that sounds more punk than the other one, or a little bit more death metal than the other one, you know.
And that's when I just lose interest.
Why?
That's when I just lose interest. I'm like, bitch, just give me a list. I like that one. Okay. Just, you know what?
You'll see
Fuck
the
it.
bands on a flyer.
Yeah,
They'll tell you who's playing, and you watch the show. That's what you do. You get drunk, you fucking do your thing, you know.
Why is everybody getting drunk?
I don't know. People do that at those shows. You don't have to get drunk. You can be straight edge and not get drunk. You can get high.
Fuck those idiots. So straight edge, oh. You can't be doing nothing.
Or you can just sneak a joint and smoke it. You know, that's my thing.
If you're honestly somebody who's gonna beat the shit out of somebody for drinking or smoking, you should probably get publicly executed.
That's not how it is anymore. Those straight edge guys aren't like that anymore. That was like a 90s thing.
Well, and shame on you for still being a piece of shit. Oh, and I need to.
In the 90s, everything was crazier. You had skinhead gangs, you had straight edge gangs.
Made no sense. Made no sense.
There was the Hammerskins, there was the Skinheads Against Racial Prejudice, you had the Atlantic City Skinheads, you had FSU, you had Brothers for Life crew, you had Doc Martin Stomp. These are all the crews, man. Alone. And those crews just followed certain bands, like Madball was a DMS band. You know, Shattered Drums and FSU band, you know.
It's all hilarious to me.
The Oppressed, Sharp.
Not hilarious as much as just strangely interesting. I'm a little comical for it.
It's just a lot of bullshit. But there was a lot of people that took that shit seriously. You know, I didn't. I don't give a fuck, but I was around it, so I know about it. You know what I'm saying?
But how does something like that consume you to like really just like control you into like just a group of just insanity?
What you mean?
That shit doesn't sound absolutely fucking insane. join a gang and follow other bands around and.
Well, those dudes are fucking crazy, yeah, but I'm not in the crew.
I'm asking about the people, not you.
Yeah, they're fucking nuts.
You're not in a crew, you're in my fucking house.
Yeah.
I know you're not in a crew.
You know, but I mean, like, those dudes that were in DMS and FSU, those guys are crazy. You ever seen fucking Joe Hardcore's face? I mean, there's this dude named Joe Hardcore that's in this. He has like a fucking huge scar under his chin, bro. Like that goes from here to here. Dude's an ugly, scary motherfucker. And he knows it. He has a fucking ego about it. But he does a lot of shit for the community and kids that like this music, so. He's cool in that sense, you know, he helps put shows together. But yeah, there's a whole gang mentality behind everything. Everything. To a certain extent.
Oh, I'm gonna say everything.
Not everything, but you know, like certain things. A lot of things that deal with music. Certain musics and certain genres and certain cultures.
But how is that even gang related? How are you gonna take gang activity and music and then even correlate that? So we're like,
because the music talks about it. The music talks about it. Just like how, like, you know, in rap music, some rappers talk about that gang shit. And then kids want to be part of that gang shit in comparison. Because they hear rappers talking about it. If you haven't noticed. Have you noticed that?
No.
Are you fucking serious? You're not going to tell me that we didn't go to school with kids that were just like that? They listen to rap all the time. They were like, yo, I'm blood, I'm Crip. But you know, none of those niggas really blood or Crip.
But that was, okay, but that was almost everyone in the school.
That wasn't us. Were you throwing up hand signs and shit, knowing damn well you weren't fucking really repping that shit like that?
I don't believe I was doing anything gang affiliated.
Of course, yeah, exactly. So you saw it.
I'm pretty sure I just fucking had my angry outburst or two and I just walked my merry ass to class. I don't understand. Another thing, flat wires on headphones. Why are the wires flat now? Explain to me that.
I don't know.
Why are they all of a sudden flat? Why is it a flat thing? It seems
It's an
more
aesthetic
fragile.
thing, probably.
Well,
I wasn't in a crew, but I knew a lot of kids that were in crews. You know, like the dude that got me into shit, he wasn't a kid by no means. Spick Mike was fucking.
Oh yeah, that's a really appropriate name.
He was like 30 something years old, and I was like 13,
Jim.
14. What?
I said, was he friends with Nigger Jim?
The nigger.
The fuck, like, why would your name be Spick Mike?
That was his choice. He wanted to be called Spick Mike.
Alright, if that's his choice, then let him do him.
That was him.
Alright, well, power.
On his arm, he had a mohawk tattoo that said Big Dick Mike.
Interesting.
Guy's a character, but he was a good dude. He got me into this shit. Like he was in this thing called GOG.
What does that say?
God's Original Gangster.
God's Original Gangster.
Yeah.
Gangster or gangsters?
It was just that was the name that they came up with. God's Original Gangster. You know, and then they made a crew based off of that. Now it's Gangsters, but the name kind of remained the same.
But what was the name before they based it off of the crew?
No, they were just friends that were hanging out, dude. There was no name.
Oh, so they named the group of friends.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, we're God's Original Gangsters.
Yeah, but they did some shit. Those motherfuckers really, you know, in Newark, where they were from, they had to fucking do what they had to do to survive, you know. Being fucking weird ass, you know, kids that are into punk rock in Newark, it's not an easy thing to do. Especially in the 90s.
Yeah, I guess so.
Those dudes are older than us. It's been around for a long time. There was a dude named Toast. He was in the crew. He was the first dude to even have that tattoo. GOG tattoo. He was a PCP guy. He loved doing PCP.
Right on top.
Cool dude though. He's married. He's Christian now. Him and this other dude, Mike, I think was his name. Italian guy, smoked a lot of cigarettes, but he was cool. He was also he was in this band called Zombie Vandals, and he was also GOG too, because he knew Wes for a while. They're all pretty decent guys, you know. But they have that vest. They have the tattoo, you know. And they do their business. I don't know what they do outside of that, but I'm pretty sure they all do something. Then there's fucking, you know, Lord Ezek, fucking Danny D. He's in, you know, Doc Martin Stomp and shit. He has that band called Scarhead. DMS has been around since the 80s. They were a graffiti crew first. You know? People go, dude, you know, there's fucking groups of people that go out and do pieces like that. They add to it as they go along. There's a whole culture behind that too. Graffiti. I guess that concludes the broadcast today.